Hi there. Welcome to Cineculture with TJ Seaman, where everything we do is for the culture of filmmaking and cinematography. Today, we'll be looking at apps that aid directors and cinematographers in planning and setting up scenes without the guesswork. So with that out of the way, let's do this. Today, I'm going to talk about some apps and tools I think every filmmaker needs. Although some of these apps are only available for iPhones, there may be some Android alternatives since these apps and tools are fantastic and you'll be able to use them a lot, I'm sure. The first app I want to talk about is Cadrage. It's actually my favorite app to use whenever I'm on a location scout or previews, and it's quite easy to use. There's a wide range of cameras in here, so you can choose the one that you're going to use to film your movie with, and I'm sure they'll probably have your camera. In my case, I'm going to be shooting in 4K full frame using the C500 Mark II. There's also the option of recording in Super 35. Once you choose the camera that you own, you can then choose the resolution or the shooting mode you're going to use. Once you do that, you can select different aspect ratios, frame rates, and the type of lenses that you're going to be using. Specifically, I intend to use Canon prime lenses. There is a list of different lenses here again. I have the 24, 35, 50, and 85mm lenses in my case, so I'm going to hit done. This app will also change the focal range for you if you're going to use a lens adapter. When you press done, you will see a visual representation of the different focal ranges of the lenses you are going to use on your selected cameras. Since I selected 24, 35, 50, and 85mm lenses, this is what it shows me here. This means that I don't have to bring my camera along with me if I have this. If I push this button down here, it gives me a 50mm focal range. So I can go ahead and push that up again, 85mm. So here's the look I'm looking for right here. I just need to record a video and take a picture, and now it's stored in an archive with all the details about the shot. Among other things, it tells me the time, the place, the camera, and the lenses I am using. One thing I really appreciate is that it can also export a PDF shot list. So if I need this, I can share it with a director or my team, and everyone is on the same page. Cinematographers constantly change lenses on set and modify shots mid-shoot, which leads to a lot of guesswork if you're not prepared. This app lets you avoid getting caught doing that. You can also apply a look to your photos and videos and import your own LUTs, which I think is awesome. Despite the fact that this is a paid application, I definitely think it's worthwhile. As a cinematographer, director, or location scout, this is a necessary app to have. The next application I'd like to discuss is probably one you're familiar with. The tool is called the Sunseeker, and it's actually a great tool for planning outdoor shooting, since it gives you real-time information about the position of the sun. This app has a very cool format and even has a 3D view. So I'm going to select 3D view. The position of the sun is clearly displayed when using the Sunseeker. Not only that, but you can select a future date to plan for. For example, if I'll be shooting on Thanksgiving in November, I'll just input the date and the app will show me where the sun will be on that day at a particular location. This comes in useful for outdoor shooting, as it also reveals when blue and golden hours occur. Map mode also allows you to check your location along with the sun's position throughout the day. This app is great for planning, and it is available on both iOS and Android. It's a paid app, and I believe it is definitely worth having. Another awesome app is the Light Spectrum Pro. The Light Spectrum Pro is an app that essentially tells you white balance in your environment. It's going to be very, very useful, especially if you're filming in mixed lighting situations. There are times when you have tungsten, daylight, or just a bunch of other lights and you want to know what the white balance is. The Light Spectrum Pro will help you with that. You can view information such as temperature and tint, but I use it mostly for white balance, which I think it does really, really well. And if you test it with light meters, you will find out that it's pretty accurate. The next app up is Cameras Plus format. The app offers a range of information on any type of camera you could think of. The Canon C70, for instance. It gives you the dynamic range, native ISOs, media type, battery life, when it was released, really anything you need to know. Weights, costs. If you select formats, you get a list of recording formats for that camera. And I even get to know the storage versus the time. Let's say I'll be shooting a 4-hour wedding, for example. The app tells me the storage space. Once I input the format I'll be recording in. I can also find out how long it's going to take me to transfer this to a media or to my hard drive. How much power is going to drain if I'm using a V-mount battery or even an internal battery. The application is also a paid one. They offer 2 ways to access this data. One is through a monthly subscription. The other is to pay once and get all the information and future updates. I suggest opting for that. I'm going to talk about the Blackmagic phone app that came out a couple of months ago. It is free and it has almost everything that you will need to have clean and crisp video. It has 13, 24, and 77mm focal lengths and frame rates between 23.98 to 60 frames per second. You can adjust the shutter, ISO, white balance, and tint to your taste. And that, people, is what every filmmaker needs. Manual controls. It has audio meters for monitoring sound, an inbuilt slate for naming your shots, exposure and focus tools, and also where you can add LUTs. Adjust your aspect ratios. You can shoot on H.264, H.265 up to Apro ProRes 422HQ, which is one of the best codecs you can shoot film globally. You can shoot 4K, do time lapses, send HDMI out, and so much more with this app. In my opinion, every filmmaker should have this app on their phone because it makes life a whole lot easier. You can also upload to Blackmagic Cloud directly from the app. I have been using this app to shoot all my B-roll since it came out, and I haven't been disappointed because it grades very, very well with camera footage, and it's not stressful. And that's it, folks. Don't hesitate to send in questions in the comments section, and I will surely answer them. Also, subscribe and follow for more filmmaking secrets and equipment giveaways. But more importantly, don't forget to keep making films. That's the source to getting better. See you in the next video.